Hello fam, how y'all doing? It's your Uncle Tim. How you doing, Timsters? First of all, thank you for watching. Thank you for all the love and the support. Thank you for all the positive energy that you bring when you come here, fam. I want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. It means a lot to me, fam. Now, there's been a lot of talk about what's going on with Hasbro, fam. And, it's been a lot in the news. And, a lot of you all may not follow what's going on, but Hasbro has a massive number of layoffs, like 600 or something. And they're talking about basically downsizing. So, when you lay off that many people, there's a lot going on that a lot of people don't know about. And, there's been a lot of talk, like, why are all of these pre-orders all of a sudden dropping now? The fourth quarter is like one of the most important parts of any business. You got Christmas around the corner. You got Black Friday, which is in November. Then, Christmas, you doing all that shopping. These are the times to drop figures to get money back into the coffers. Over the past couple of years during the pandemic, this company was making good money. People were at home, weren't doing anything, weren't going anywhere. It's just like Peloton. There were no gyms open, so you were at home on your Peloton bike watching the fitness instructor and you doing everything you're supposed to do. Now, all of a sudden, they have layoffs because people stopped. They were like, hey, I don't need this membership no more. The bike is collecting dust. People outside at the gym, they going places, doing things, going on trips, so they don't need it anymore. Why are so many pre-orders dropping? Why are so many people getting upset right now as far as collectors and, just regular enthusiasts of just action figures? Because when you say these items are dropping next year, you have it budgeted for next year, not budgeted for this year. Things are steady dropping, and each time you look around, there's more and more dollars that are coming out of your wallet. It didn't matter at first, but when stuff steady start coming out, it does matter, fam. Your dollars, everything adds up. It really does. I was one of those people that said, sometimes things happen, things add up. And, sometimes you just got to work on what you got to work on, fam. One day at a time. No. Hasbro has some issues. And, the Haslab situations where, there are basically, a crowdfunding situation, whereas you put all the money up front, then, a year later you get the merchandise. This way they don't have no overstock anywhere, where they actually got to get rid of some of this stuff. A lot of people were asking, what happened with the days of Toy Biz and all of that, where they just overproduced and had so much of stuff out. They were a toy company producing toys. This is what they did. This was what they were about. This is what, their, mission statement, basically was. But what happened was back in the day, I think in the 90s, I think the toy market went kapunk, and that kind of damn near took Toy Biz with it, in a way. 2000s, they went in limping. Even though the Marvel's Legends were hits and everything like that, but, when you limping, after a while, you end up getting sold and everything else, fam. The market changes everywhere, every day. It fluctuates. There's really no kids playing with toys anymore. These are adult collectors. $30 toys, it's just crazy, fam. And, kids, parents, they're not going to spend $30. Now I'm starting to look and say, wow, it's getting crazy. And this is what we got to look forward to. We ask why there's no vehicles for the Joes. Hasbro don't really know what they want to do at this point. You asking what happened with the Power Rangers, what happened to the Zoids, what happened to the big old Power Ranger robot, what's going on with all of that? Money. Allocations of funds. Money. Most vehicles in any line end up getting clearanced out. Look at McFarlane's. They got clearanced out. Look at some of the WW stuff. It got clearanced out. So they're looking at it like, at the end, this is going to be a waste. Look at all those HISS tanks, of the 3.75 figures that Walmart had. Those got clearanced out. So everybody's looking at it and they're learning from mistakes. So you sitting here thinking, these vehicles going to be pricey. You got a 7-inch figure, 6-7-inch figure, And the Buzz Lightyear ships is only $45. I was just figuring, why couldn't they do those? They got lights and sounds, and I'm like, what's going on here? What's going on here is greed. You're getting hit by a lot of greed. You're getting hit by what people thought things should have been back in the day, and that's what it was. But now it's not that. 2 years ago, you were able to just set a price and be happy with it. You know, you could set a few prices because, hell, you was making money. But now, no. This is why you don't live in La La Land, the fantasy island, mentality. You got to just get past this. But fam, this is why all these pre-orders are dropping, because they need the money. And the best way to make money is to put the toys out. And since so many people pre-order, just start shipping. Just take the money at the counter and start shipping. Whether if they got the money in the account or not, they had already agreed to this, so hey. This is why I say I have to be very careful with pre-orders, because at times when shit goes on in the fourth quarter, they have tendencies of just putting all this stuff out. And all of a sudden you get hit all at once. But fam, again, these are just my thoughts and my opinions on what's going on with Hasbro, this whole situation, what's going on with the pre-order shipping, and what's just happening everywhere, fam, in all of these, outlets. Whereas you get the $550 new attorney playset for the crowdfunding. That's crazy, fam. Just keep thinking about all of this. It's a lot. It's a lot to go into all of this. And it's study becoming more and more. So this hobby is getting kind of rooted in just greed. Far as from the manufacturer, you sitting here dealing with yourself. And, the toy companies, they're raising their prices, which is the manufacturer. And, then the box stores, they looking at it like, look, we incurred more prices, or picking this stuff up, so we have to raise the price. I can't get mad, but I can be mad. The logic makes sense, but, again, you like, damn, this what we doing? But fam, these are just, again, my thoughts, my opinions on this matter. Till later, peace out.